There are certain bedtime habits that may seem harmless, but they are secretly stealing the sleep of older adults night after night. As we grow older, sleep becomes more and more precious. But here's the unfortunate truth. A lot of older people are tossing and turning all night, waking up in the middle of their sleep or feeling exhausted when they wake up in the morning, without even realizing that 5 common sleep-related mistakes are quietly causing all of this. And the longer these mistakes are ignored, the worse it gets, not just by making insomnia harder to deal with, but also by leading to a whole range of issues related to memory, blood pressure, mood, and even heart disease. In today's video, we are going to help you clearly identify the 5 sleep enemies that older adults are most likely to fall into. But more importantly, I will also show you how to gently and practically shift those habits so you can fall asleep more naturally, more easily, and more deeply every night, no medication needed. Before we get started, drop a comment below with a positive affirmation as a way to set your intention and attract good things into your life. Something like, "I deserve a good night's sleep every night," or any other wish that feels right to you. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on content like this. Let's build a space full of positive energy where we grow and live healthier every day. And now, let us get into the most important part, where you will discover seemingly harmless habits that are actually quietly stealing the precious sleep of old age, and more importantly, how to fix them effectively. Number 1. Avoid caffeine, alcohol, and heavy meals close to bedtime. There are things that might seem harmless, even considered good habits by many older adults, like sipping a cup of coffee after dinner, enjoying a glass of wine to unwind, or having a small bite to warm your stomach before bed. But in reality, these little things could be quietly making your sleep more restless, more disrupted, and less restorative every single night. Caffeine, which is found in coffee, black tea, soda, chocolate, and even some medications, is a powerful stimulant for the nervous system. Even if you no longer feel that sharp alertness like you did when you were younger, caffeine can stay in your body for 6 to 8 hours after you drink it, especially as your liver's ability to process it slows down with age. It blocks your natural feeling of drowsiness, making it harder to fall asleep or causing you to wake up in the middle of the night without understanding why. That is why the best approach is to avoid caffeine completely after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, giving your body enough time to return to a relaxed state before bedtime. Alcohol, contrary to popular belief, is not a sleep aid. Yes, a small amount of alcohol might make you feel drowsy faster, but that effect is only temporary. Once alcohol is processed by your liver a few hours after drinking, it raises your body temperature and often causes you to wake up in the middle of the night. It also shortens both your deep sleep and REM sleep cycles, the stages that are essential for restoring brain function and emotional balance. As a result, you might sleep for a full number of hours, but still wake up feeling tired and mentally foggy the next morning. Heavy meals, greasy food, or eating too much before bed can also create serious issues. When your stomach is working overtime at night to digest what you just ate, your body cannot fully relax. This can lead to acid reflux, bloating, a burning sensation in the chest, or even needing to get up and use the bathroom multiple times during the night. The best solution is to have a light dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before going to bed. And if you do feel hungry, later choose something gentle, like a little oatmeal, a slice of banana, or a glass of warm, low-fat milk, just enough to stabilize your blood sugar and make you feel comfortably full without upsetting your digestion. Number 2. Using electronic devices in bed. Do you scroll on your phone, watch YouTube, or check your emails right before bed? If you do, you are not alone. Millions of people are doing the same thing every night. But the sad truth is this seemingly harmless habit is one of the hidden reasons your sleep may be suffering, especially as you get older and your nervous system becomes more sensitive. Electronic devices like phones, tablets, and televisions emit blue light. This light directly affects the body's internal clock, the part of the brain that controls when you should feel alert and when you should wind down. When you expose yourself to blue light in the evening, your body stops producing melatonin, the hormone that helps you feel sleepy and stay asleep. As a result, you may find it hard to fall asleep, wake up in the middle of the night, and feel groggy in the morning. On top of that, the content you consume through these devices can stir your emotions and keep your brain on high alert. A shocking video, a stressful news headline, or even a text from a family member can trigger mental activity instead of relaxation. Instead of drifting into sleep, your mind stays busy, anxious, and restless. And the cycle of sleeplessness starts all over again. So, what is the fix? Create a tech-free zone in your bedroom. Specifically, turn off and remove all electronic devices from the bedroom at least 60 minutes before your intended bedtime. Choose calming activities instead. Read a paper book, not a glowing Kindle. Write in a journal. Listen to meditation music, or try some deep breathing exercises to calm your nervous system. If quitting screens feels hard, take it one step at a time. Maybe start with just 15 minutes of no phone before bed during the first week, then slowly increase. And if you really need something to help you relax, use a white noise machine or a gentle essential oil diffuser, things that do not give off bright light or overstimulate your mind. Number 3, taking naps that are too long. Many older adults often feel sleepy around noon, especially after a meal. A short nap in the middle of the day can be a great energy booster, helping you feel refreshed and relaxed. However, if your daytime naps last longer than 30 minutes, or if you nap multiple times throughout the day, you might be unknowingly draining the sleep reserves meant for nighttime. Think of your body's sleep drive like a tank that fills up during the day. If you drain too much of it during an afternoon nap, there may not be enough left to help you fall into deep sleep at night. That is why many seniors feel wide awake at night after having what seemed like a harmless long nap earlier in the day. What is the result? You toss and turn at bedtime, struggle to fall asleep, and wake up tired the next morning, which leads to another nap, and the cycle repeats. This throws off your body's natural rhythm, making it harder to maintain steady, restful sleep. The best approach is to keep naps short, ideally just 15 to 20 minutes. That is enough to calm the nervous system without entering deep sleep, which can leave you groggy and mess with your biological clock. Also, aim to nap before 3 o'clock in the afternoon. After that time, any extra sleep is likely to interfere with your body's natural melatonin production in the evening. If you feel sleepy during the day, check your nighttime sleep first. Instead of trying to catch up with long midday naps, work on improving your nighttime sleep quality. Keep a consistent sleep schedule. Avoid screens before bed and skip caffeine after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And if you still need a nap, make it a true power nap. Sit in a chair instead of lying in bed, set an alarm for 20 minutes, and play some soft music to help your body relax. That way, you will wake up feeling recharged without disturbing your sleep later at night. Number 4, irregular sleep schedule. Have you ever gone to bed early one night, then stayed up late the next? Or told yourself, it is fine to stay up a little later this weekend, only to struggle for days afterward, trying to get back on track? For younger people, a flexible sleep schedule might not cause much trouble. But as we age, our biological system becomes less adaptable. And that is when irregular sleep timing becomes a major cause of insomnia. Our bodies run on an internal clock known as the biological clock. This controls nearly everything, from hormone release to body temperature to energy levels, and most importantly, your sleep-wake cycle. When you sleep and wake up at different times each day, especially over weekends, your biological clock gets confused. The body no longer knows when it is supposed to feel sleepy or awake. Melatonin production and other sleep-related chemical processes get thrown off track. That is why you might find yourself lying awake in bed at night or waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning unable to fall back asleep. Even if you technically sleep enough hours, it still feels like you did not get any rest, because your internal clock is off and the quality of your sleep suffers. The best solution is to create and stick to a consistent sleep and wake time every single day, even on weekends or holidays. For example, if you decide to go to bed at 10 o'clock at night and wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, keep that schedule no matter what day it is. This helps your brain and body rebuild a steady rhythm, making it easier to produce melatonin on time and fall asleep more naturally. Also, make sure you get between 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. That is the ideal range supported by many scientific studies. Less than that does not give your body enough time to recover, and too much or irregular sleep can leave you feeling groggy and unbalanced. To start, you can even set an alarm, not just for waking up, but also for going to bed. A 9:30 bedtime alarm can be your gentle reminder to wind down, turn off devices, and get ready for quality sleep. After a few weeks of practice, your body will begin to remember the routine, helping you feel sleepy at the right time and wake up refreshed. No alarm clock needed. Number 5. Bedroom is not dark, not quiet, not cool enough light, whether it is a soft night light or glow from a nearby screen, can seriously affect your sleep rhythm. The human brain is designed to follow the natural light cycle of the sun. So when your bedroom is too bright, your brain mistakenly thinks it is still daytime and it stops producing melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy. The result? You struggle to fall asleep or wake up during the night and find it hard to drift back off. Humidity or unstable temperatures are also major sleep disruptors. A hot room makes your body sweat, feel irritated and unable to relax. On the other hand, if it is too cold, your muscles may tense up, causing you to wake up several times and miss out on deep sleep. High humidity can also lead to mold and allergens, triggering coughs, stuffy noses, and interrupted sleep. A simple but highly effective fix is to keep your room at the ideal sleeping temperature of 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. Make your room as dark as possible, or even completely dark. Use blackout curtains, a sleep mask if needed, and eliminate any sources of light from alarm clocks, phone chargers, or televisions. Your bedroom should also be as quiet as possible, or if you live in a noisy area, consider using a white noise machine to block out background sounds and create a steady, calming environment for your brain to relax. Here is another powerful but lesser-known tip in the morning. Get as much bright light as early as possible. Ideally, natural sunlight or a white light therapy lamp. This helps reset your biological clock and signals to your body it is daytime, time to be awake and alert. Then, come evening, your body will naturally begin to produce melatonin on time and guide you gently into a good night's sleep. In addition to eliminating the common sleep mistakes we talked about earlier, there are also science-backed strategies and healthy habits you can add to your routine to help restore your sleep naturally and more deeply. 1. Avoid caffeine, alcohol, and heavy meals close to bedtime. There are things that may seem harmless and are even considered good habits by many older adults, like sipping a cup of coffee after dinner, enjoying a glass of wine to relax, or eating a little something before bed to feel warm and full. But in reality, these small habits could be silently disrupting your sleep, making it lighter, more restless, and harder to stay asleep through the night. Caffeine, found in coffee, black tea, soda, chocolate, and even some medications, is a strong nervous system stimulant. Even if you no longer feel the same alert buzz as when you were younger, caffeine can remain in your body for 6 to 8 hours after consumption. And as we age, the liver's ability to process it slows down, meaning it stays active longer. This reduces your natural sleepiness, making it harder to fall asleep, or causing you to wake up in the middle of the night without knowing why. That is why the best practice is to avoid caffeine entirely after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, giving your body plenty of time to return to a calm state before bedtime. Alcohol, despite what many people believe, is not a sleep aid. It is true that a little alcohol may make you feel drowsy at first, but that effect is temporary. Once your liver begins breaking it down a few hours later, it raises your body temperature, often causing you to wake up during the night. It also shortens your deep sleep and REM cycles, the stages that restore your brain and emotions. So even if you sleep for a full 8 hours, you might still wake up feeling groggy and mentally foggy the next morning. Heavy, greasy, or large meals before bed can also cause major problems. When your stomach is busy digesting food late at night, it becomes much harder for your body to relax. This can lead to acid reflux, bloating, heartburn, or frequent trips to the bathroom. Ideally, keep your dinner light and finish eating at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. And if you do get hungry, choose a gentle snack, like a small bowl of oatmeal, a slice of banana, or a glass of warm, low-fat milk. Just enough to stabilize your blood sugar and satisfy your stomach without overwhelming your digestion. 2. Do not drink too much water before bed. We all know water is essential for the body, especially as we get older, when the sense of thirst fades, but the risk of dehydration increases. However, one very common mistake is drinking too much water right before going to bed, thinking it will replenish the body overnight. In fact, this habit does not help your health, and it can seriously disrupt your sleep. As we age, the bladder becomes less flexible, and our ability to hold urine overnight weakens significantly. So when you drink a lot of water in the evening, especially within 1 to 2 hours of bedtime, it is very likely that you will need to get up at least once during the night to use the bathroom. For older adults, this does not just break the sleep cycle, but it also increases the risk of dizziness, falling, or struggling to fall back asleep. Even if each interruption lasts only a few minutes, broken sleep prevents your body from entering deep sleep and REM cycles, both crucial for physical recovery, emotional balance, memory, and mood. You might sleep for 7 or 8 hours total, but still feel tired, foggy, or unfocused the next day, all because of that late-night glass of water. So what is the right solution? Instead of cutting water, completely spread your intake more evenly throughout the day. Drink more water in the morning and early afternoon, then gradually reduce your intake as the evening goes on. Try to avoid drinking much in the last 1 to 2 hours before bed. If needed, take just a few small sips to soothe your throat. Another helpful tip, make it a habit to go to the bathroom right before getting into bed, even if you do not feel the urge. This can give you peace of mind and reduce the chance of waking up in the middle of the night. 3. Do not keep a clock where it is easy to see. One of the habits that seems harmless but actually makes insomnia worse is constantly checking the clock when you cannot sleep. This is especially common among older adults. You wake up in the middle of the night and the first thing you do is turn to check the time, then quietly mutter, "It's already 2 o'clock in the morning, and I still haven't fallen back asleep." And just like that, every time you wake up, the clock becomes your little anxiety trigger. This habit does not just create pressure, it activates the brain's alert system, increases your heart rate, sparks negative thinking, and stretches out the time it takes to fall asleep again. You start doing mental math. If I do not fall asleep now, I'll be exhausted tomorrow. The more you worry, the more alert you become, and sleep feels further and further out of reach. This creates a mental spiral that causes many people to slip into chronic insomnia without realizing what is truly causing it. The solution is surprisingly simple: remove the clock or turn it away from your line of sight while you are in bed. If you use an alarm clock, pick one that does not glow or is hard to see in the dark. If you use your phone to set an alarm, place it face down and keep it at least 1 meter, or about 3 feet, away from your bed. Do not place it near your head or on your pillow. Even more importantly, allow yourself to accept that you do not need to know what time it is. When you wake up in the middle of the night, your job is not to check the clock. It is to bring your attention back to your breath, your body, and a calm, restful state. You can quietly tell yourself, "My body is resting," sleep will return when it is ready. This is a powerful way to retrain the connection between your mind and your ability to sleep. Sleep is not just about resting, it is a powerful remedy that allows your body to recover, your brain to recharge, and your soul to unwind after a long day. But as we age, if we fail to notice and change the habits that seem harmless, we may end up being the very ones cutting our precious sleep short each night. Through this video, you have now learned 5 common mistakes and a set of simple science-backed solutions to improve your sleep. And the most amazing part is every one of these changes is completely within your control. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment below and share your thoughts or a personal commitment. Something like, "I will start taking care of my sleep starting today," or any positive affirmation you would love to spread. And do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss any more inspiring, meaningful, and high-quality content like this. Let's build a community that lives slower, healthier, and more fully together, one day at a time,